Hi guys, Firmbie with you, and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. It's great to have your company. Now I've got a couple of cars in the garage at the moment to look at. The FMW Panther, which is what we'll be working on today, and recently released the Maserati Quattroporte. That's the one that we just looked at a moment ago. That's right, the wait is over. The Quattroporte is now available. It's actually been undercover for quite a while in Car Mechanic, but it's actually now available both on at the auction house and as a repair. So I'll see what I can do about getting some gameplay with that one as soon as I can. My guess would be very soon, because I've actually been looking forward to the Maserati Quattroporte for quite some time. But let's get into today's video, and as you would have just seen a moment ago, it's the FMW Panther. It had a parts condition of 76% and a body condition of 58%, with a car value of $48,974. So we've got a little bit of work to do on the old girl. So as you can see, we're into it fairly quickly, just getting those body panels off and repaired up nice and quickly. Now I'd like actually to take this opportunity to thank the people who gave me some feedback on the last couple of videos. You may have seen that I actually uploaded the same video twice. Now that actually was quite intentional, guys, because as I mentioned, I was actually testing out the audio settings. Changed out the audio settings just a little bit on both those videos. So I just want to take the opportunity to just thank those people who actually gave me some feedback on those two videos. I'll actually leave them up if you still wanted to comment on those, guys. It was actually the World of Warships videos when I was playing the Bayern. So as I said, I'll leave those videos up just in case you wanted to have another listen and compare the two audios of the two videos. And if you want to throw down a comment, well, that'd be still greatly appreciated, guys. So what else has been going on? Oh yes, that's right, the last Car Mechanic video. I don't know whether you got to listen to that, guys, but if you haven't, go and have a listen. But my daughter actually dropped by and said g'day and said hi during one of the restorations, which was pretty cool. It was nice for her to drop by and offer her constructive criticism on what the old man does in his spare time. The other thing I've been giving some thought into too is what other game that you'd like to see actually up on the channel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy doing Car Mechanic and World of Warships content for you, but just considering whether there's any other potentially other potential games that you'd like to see up on the channel. So if there's something that you'd like to see, then yeah, just pop it down in the comments. Obviously it'd have to be something that I enjoy playing, but if you've got any ideas, yeah, just jot them down in the comments section. Now, speaking of World of Warships, if you are actually a World of Warships player, then yeah, just let me know, and we can get you onto our TeamSpeak, and we'll be able to have a few games and have a bit of a chat. It'll also be a good opportunity, if you wanted to catch up with some of the other outfit guys that play World of Warships as well. Now, if you're actually not a World of Warships player, if that's not your game, then I'm sure there's something there for you anyways. I'm sure we'll find something that you enjoy playing. As we are actually a gaming community, we actually play across many games on PC. So, look, just off the top of my head, there's probably 20 or 25 games that we actually play across. So I'm sure we'll find something that you get into and something that you enjoy, whether it's an FPS or a MOBA or whatever your gaming forte is. I'm sure we'll find something that suits. As I said, it'd be great to catch up with you and have a bit of a chat and say good day. So yeah, drop by our TeamSpeak. If you want to do that, guys, just chuck me a PM and I'll give you the TeamSpeak details. Anyway, let's get back to the build of the FMW Panther. That's right. Yeah, I'll get the name right in a minute. Now, I'm sure it's obvious by now, we've actually sped up the video footage once again, just to shorten the video length. Now, originally this was about a 30 or a 32-minute video, so a little bit. I thought it was a little bit long, so I just sped it up just to condense it down a little bit, and we're able to get through this restoration fairly quickly for you. So we're still getting those parts off the FMW Panther, just at the rear now, getting those the rear hub and suspension parts off, and then we're able to repair those up and get those back on. Either repair them up or purchase brand new parts and put those new parts on. Now guys, that's just as those parts are getting put back on or taken off and put back on, I just wanted to go off on a slightly different tangent for a couple of minutes, guys. Just finished watching a video, an Australian movie. Actually, I was quite impressed with. And it's very rarely I'll actually sit down and watch a movie, let alone be impressed with an Australian movie. But this one actually caught my eye, and as I said, I did thoroughly enjoy it. It's actually called Last Cab to Darwin. I'm actually holding it in my hand now, and stars Michael Caton and Jackie Weaver, two very famous Australian actors. And I'll just read the back of it here, because it actually gives you a very good overview of what the movie is about. In the Last Cab to Darwin, Michael Caton and Jackie Weaver, against the backdrop of a stunning Australian outback, Caton gives a performance of a lifetime as Rex, the Broken Hill cab driver who, when told he doesn't have long to live, sets out on an epic journey to Darwin in a bid to die on his own terms. Filled with hope, humour and heart, The Last Cab to Darwin reminds us all that it's never too late to start living. Now, one of the other reasons I wanted to mention that is because a lot of the footage was taken not that very far from where I live, actually. So a lot of the scenery is very reminiscent of the scenery that I actually drive past quite regularly. So if you want to know what my neck of the woods looks like, then yeah, just either go out and buy the movie or get your hands on it somehow and have a look at it. Yeah, Last Cab to Darwin. It's an Australian movie. As I said, thoroughly enjoyed it. But anyway, enough of the free advertising for an Australian movie. Let's keep going with this restoration. And as you can see, we're actually up to starting to repair some of these parts, and just flick past all the repairs, and as you can see, we've just come back after all the parts have been repaired up, and those parts that couldn't be repaired are simply just thrown away because they were just crap, and purchase brand new parts. Let's just have a quick look around that Maserati Quattroporte. Really eager to get my hands on that and start building that one. As I said, been looking forward to that for quite some time. And it's been under wraps for, oh God only knows how long in the I was going to say car park, not car park. I'll tell you what, words in English aren't working very well today, guys. It's one of the reasons for that, just a bit of background for you, just come off night shifts, back on night shifts again. Those who do work shift work can, I'm sure, can relate how interesting night shifts can be, or any shifts for that matter, whether it's night shifts or afternoon shifts. It does play around with your body clock fairly well. So as I said, it's oh goodness, about 7:30 in the morning. And I'm trying to do this recording after a full night shift, so that's my excuse, and that's the excuse I'm going with today, guys. So yeah, it's been a long night shift, and I just wanted to get this video done for you and uploaded before I head off and try to get some sleep. So we'll keep powering on with this build. These parts going in nice and rapidly on the FMW there, on the Panther. I don't know whether we've actually done the Panther before. You might be able to chime in and let me know. I don't think we have. If I have done the Panther before, it might have been off camera and might have been one of those that I've done up and just sold off just to get some cash in the bank. But if I have done the Panther before, it might have been quite a while ago, because I actually don't recall it. So we'll just get those parts in, the suspension parts going in now, the shockies and the inner and outer tie rods, the spring cap and the upper suspension arm, outer tie rod going in there now, wheel hub, the brake components there, the calipers and brake shoes, and the tyre over the top of that. That should just about complete that particular section of the car. Let's zoom in into the motor. No, I don't know whether we need to do anything more actually. We'll have to get these motor components on the top of it before we do any more at the bottom. I think, yeah, just get these pistons straight in like so. The engine head going over the top of that, and then of course then we'll look at spark plugs and exhaust manifolds and things of that nature. So as I was saying, I was just mentioning about that movie, The Last Cab to Darwin. If there's a particular movie that you've seen lately that's that you thoroughly enjoyed, then yeah, just chime in the comments sections, the guys just down below there. I'd love to hear from you. What movie you've enjoyed lately. I actually have been out to the pictures, or when I say pictures, like the movies, the cinema, whatever you call it, in your neck of the woods. Haven't been out for quite some time, but I really don't know what the latest and greatest movies are these days. Only because I've probably been too busy creating content for you. That's probably what it is. Don't find a lot of spare time between work, family, and YouTube content. There's not a whole lot of time left in the day to do much else. But that's the way it goes sometimes. And we'll just get some of these components on the front of the motor here stoved away fairly nicely. All these rubber bushes again there were quite a lot of those, so when you go to the shop and purchase these, you buy extras, hang on to them. I often don't. I often just get rid of them just to keep the inventory nice and tidy, but it wouldn't hurt just to hang on to them because they never go astray. You always use them up one way or another. There she is in the background again, the Quattroporte. Now I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I could be completely wrong and have it all asked about tit. So that's the way I'm going to say it, and if it's wrong, well, it's wrong. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But I think it's the third Maserati in the series, if I'm not mistaken, in car mechanic. I think it's Maserati number 3. Quattroporte. You'd think it'd be. It sounds very Italian, doesn't it? Quattro might mean 4. Well, quattro is 4, isn't it? 4 ports, maybe. That sort of sound logical. I don't know. Perhaps there's someone that speaks Italian out there that might be able to clarify that for me. But that almost sounds logical because I reckon it's actually a supercharged turbo. Off the top of my head, but we'll be able to look at that a little bit closer when we get to that restoration. Yeah, I'll be able to give you those details as to how much it was at the auction and how much we make at the end and those type of things. But as soon as it came out, I actually went to the auction and purchased one just so I had it in my shop. Because as I said, just been looking forward to get my hands on that one for quite some time. And the best thing about it, it's not a DLC. You don't have to buy it. It's actually just part of the game. So, which is awesome. We'll just keep getting these parts squared away. Just the last of the brake components going on down on this last quarter of the car there. Get this drive shaft in and tightened up, and we should be actually getting very close. Oops, still got the oil pan to go. So I'd say we'll get this oil pan stoved away, chuck some oil in it, and we should be good to go. We're just getting the old girl lowered down. Nothing in the inventory, so that's a good sign. Whack some oil in it, like so, and once that oil is in, we should be able to crunch some numbers. I might even actually take it over to the dyno and see if we can't play around with the dyno settings as well. Parts condition 100%, body condition 100%, restoration bonus $29,610 with a car value of 95 grand, which is a nice valued car. Yeah, let's whack it over in the old dyno and let's push some buttons and see what we can get. Now there's actually a way of getting this cranked right up to like 10-15%, but I always forget the combination of these. So I'll just keep pressing buttons until we can sort of get as much as we can. Plus 5%, that might be just about as much as we'll be able to do at this point in time. So let's see what sort of the horsepower it can pull. 564, so it's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So anyway, let's crunch some numbers and get around to the front there and crunch some numbers, see what we end up with. Parts condition 100, body condition 100%, restoration bonus, as I said, 29,610. Car value $95,412. So a very nicely done indeed, a nice car value. So we'll just pop that in the parking garage and add that to our collection. Alright guys, thank you very much for your company. I really do appreciate it. Look forward to it next time.